The truth of the matter is, a lot of the times we're mad at other people for doing what we should be doing or what we could be doing. A few years ago, I was like, oh, they singing here, they doing this, they out there, and I'm not doing anything and nobody likes me. And so I had to cut it out, stop making excuses, and start making things happen. But the first way to get more gigs out here is to create them. I started my own band, I found my own venue. When COVID happened, I cried a little bit because all my gigs got canceled. But then I figured out, what can I do? What opportunities can I create? And so we started the Front Yard concert series. We did it first, Dr. Phillips. Artistry and the creativity kept flowing and going because I created the opportunities instead of waiting for someone else to create them for me. Your network is your net worth, and we hear this in business all the time. Someone in ministry told me once that God has the biggest network. So for those of us who have our faith and trust in God, we can know that He's going to connect us to the right people at the right time. But on a practical level, you want to build your circle, keep the people around you who you vibe with personality-wise, who feed off of you musically, and who inspire you. Make sure your values match and keep them on your team. Stay in touch, continue to involve them in what you're doing creatively and musically. When you hear of an opportunity, reach out to them, put them on. And when they hear of an opportunity, they're more likely to put you on. When it's showtime, you have to do more than just sing. If your stomach hurt, your head hurt, you're tired, you're sick, you don't want to be there. I've been all of the above, but the show must go on. And it's your time to connect with the audience, to encourage them, to drive the message of the song home with your body language, your hand motions, your inflection, your volume, your tone, everything. It's a tall order for anyone who's struggling with performance, but I promise that if you just jump out there and do something that's a little uncomfortable, a little unnatural, you'll find that it actually makes the performance easier to move your arms and to move your body and to dance with the music, because those are the things that your body wants to naturally do. So if you're finding that you're stiff and you're stuck, the best way to break out of it is just to break out of it, to force yourself into a new way of performing. Sometimes it's difficult to know what to say, but if you're engaging with the audience before the show, speaking to people, getting to know them, rubbing elbows a little bit, if you're thinking about the occasion or the holiday that you're singing for, if you think about the meaning of the song and what the song means to you and to your audience, you'll have a lot more to say. This is one I forgot to include. Doing free gigs occasionally can be very financially rewarding. And here's what I mean by that. Last Mother's Day, I decided to do an event for free. I saw it online. I reached out to the coordinators and said, hey, I'll do this for free. Just because, it was a women's day actually, during the month of March last year. And it was so rewarding. I met a lot of lovely young ladies. I learned a lot about myself. I met some vendors. I learned a lot as a woman because it was a woman's event, so I gained as well, even though I didn't make any money. And an unexpected thing happened. People reached out to me for paid gigs after that, okay? They don't know you're there for free unless you tell them. Do a good job, and your good job will speak for itself. Ultimately, when you're at these events, you can continue to network, and it's a win-win for everybody. This used to be so hard for me. I used to never know what to post on Instagram, but I follow other people who have already achieved what I want to do, and I take note of what they're posting. On my page, you'll notice I'm posting performance clips, pictures of myself, quotes that are relevant to my content, my music, my brand, sharing information with other artists, and you may see some other things as well. But all of it serves a purpose. It's not just filler. It's not just an opportunity to be seen or to comment on the latest happenings. My page is for business. The focus of every post is exposing myself to people who could potentially book me. I know that there are potential clients searching for what I do on Instagram, on Google, and on Facebook. So I want to strategically put those hashtags there. So say somebody in Tampa is looking for a singer, and they put in Orlando singer, they're gonna find me among the people who are hashtagging. I hope this was helpful. Please DM me or comment if you have any questions, or let me know what you might add.